Yeah. Let's go show start. Bang. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. It should load on up. I'm live. We should be live. There we go. We are live on the Instagrams. We are, gotta get on over. Get on over there. We are live on the Instagrams, y'all. We are live on the Facebook.
The wobble.
Well, you know, you leave for 2 weeks and then you come back and people been in your office. So,
when you say people, who would you be speaking
of? Cleaners. The cleaning lady.
It's a very good way to put that.
No. Ain't no interpretation there. Yeah, that is something you do not infer. Oh man, what's good, y'all? Boy, I see you nail it out today. While we wait for everybody to get out here, you'll never wear that much nail it.
Yeah, you know what that means. The clothes are in the washing machine.
Oh, I thought it was just homecoming season.
No, it is homecoming season. Prepare your hearts and minds. We're almost approaching the ultra premium homecoming experience, which is the Hampton University. I'm excited. I'll be there with bells on early and often. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little homecoming prep, but no, this is more of a adulting prep. You gotta get the house and everything in order before you go out of town for 5-6 days.
5-6 days. Wow. That's a lot. What's up? What's good, Kev? What's up? I'm finally back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Saturday Morning Live. Y'all know what it is, where we bet beers, we pick games. Tune in for more breakdowns afterwards. I am your co-host, Reggie.
I am your co-host, Nor. He come on, man, tell us a story, man. It's Nor. They know who we are. Where you been, man? What you been doing?
Man, I've been on storm duty, bro. Hurricane Helene ironically hit your hometown the worst, and I was
about to say with a side of Milton.
I was in everywhere. I was at Clayton, which is near North Carolina, Cornelia, Canton. I was up in the mountains. Then I went down south, and I went over to Augusta. I was everywhere for like
the greatest little city in the United States, Augusta,
the summation of suburbs is what I call it. The summation of suburbs.
I don't hate that.
It's just a lot of. Y'all have an interesting street that was out of power where a tree was there. Is where a group of people congregate that are normally in for late night fun.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, every town has one of those.
Yeah, but
yours included.
They sent me there when the power went out. I was like, oh.
Oh, no. Not out here with the ghost goblins and ghouls. Hell no.
That is not where I wanted to be.
No, thank you. You're going to have to send somebody else.
But I was like, whatever.
The real boogeyman was out there somewhere, let me tell you.
Yes, sir. Well, we got a lot of games, y'all. We got a lot of games to talk about. We got a lot of things to talk about. I kind of changed the way we're going to talk about the games today, just because we're starting to get into the real football season. Once you get into October, you know, it gets to about 60 degrees at night in the morning, 50, 60, high of 75, high, you know, you really in football season at that point.
And with that said, I told y'all, I think the last 2 weeks, these are not my favorite 2 weeks of football. 2 weeks ago, mostly correct. Last week was complete and utter chaos, so it was sneakily a very good football week. This one is right to it. These are the high profile games that we've been waiting to see.
So I broke it up into ranked matchups because you have the Red River rivalry. You have the new, which I think will probably be the new. You will always have Ohio State, Michigan. You always have Penn State, Michigan, Penn State, Ohio. Y'all gonna have the Big Ten. But the crossover of the new conferences, the super conference, this Ohio State Oregon game is gonna be crazy for years to come.
The Chip Kelly Bowl.
Forgot that
He
he's
is
the OC over there.
Exactly, and former head coach of Oregon. Also, I want to put this into context when you talk about the Red River rivalry. This is the first one as an SEC Red River rivalry, which puts more heat on it. And once again, shout out to the Pac-12 for handing over a fantastic rivalry and two fantastic teams.
And then you got Kev Boo and Chip Kelly already. And then you have Jackson Dart at Ole Miss against LSU. Just a smooth 9-13 game. And then I have other games too. There's a lot of contenders. We're getting into the really where you're trying to see who's going to get into the playoff. So without any more delay, let's start out with
Drake and who is J. Cole. That's the question I need to know from you guys today.
J. Cole. Well, Texas and Oklahoma. I'm not gonna bash J. Cole, but you ain't need that song though, Brody. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that now. You ain't need that song though, Brody.
We need a lot of them songs from Jermaine, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Texas and Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen.
Number one, Texas. Who thought we would see that in our lifetime?
I mean, I don't think that was unreasonable. And once he was headed to the SEC, I thought it was highly reasonable. I don't know if I expected it to happen this fast. But also, what is this? Week 4 or 5? Being number one in week 4 or 5 don't mean nothing.
At all. At all.
It don't even mean anything now until the new year, to be completely honest. You got
all the parity you want.
Yeah,
Now, but Texas does get Quinn Ewers back, though.
I think that either one of the quarterbacks should play with this game.
Yeah.
And that's not a slight to Oklahoma. I think that Texas has 2 really good quarterbacks.
Really good
crazy.
quarterbacks.
Malik Murphy, I feel bad for you, my boy. I'll be completely honest with you. You were in this quarterback room last year, and you just in there every day taking notes and learning, like, well, I don't stand the chance of being that. And I think he's a perfect – yeah, I think you're a perfectly good quarterback. But these two guys, Ewers and Manning, so got no one – but this is the good thing about the transfer portal. I'm never going to work here. Never in a million years. Let me get the hell on out of here where I get somewhere where I get some NIL money and maybe make it to the NFL. So, yeah.
And a good education with the Duke. And they're out there playing well.
Exactly. With that said, I think y'all all understand I'm picking Texas in this.
Yeah, Oklahoma is down their top 5 receivers. You can't even put 5 receivers on the field at the same time and have a tight end or a running back. Top 5 receivers. Also, Dylan Gabriel transferred to Oregon. Add to the fact that Texas is now healthy. They got Quinn Ewers. They got everybody else. They're riding high, and I think Steve Sarkisian is about to this is probably one of the games that you make a name for yourself in terms of solidifying your number 1 ranking.
I know. Also, this doesn't have anything to do with the game itself, but the wife splitting up with your wife and then going number 1 at Texas. Sarkisian.
A lot of chaos. Chaos.
That boy's in that house by himself.
Scheming up the plays. They had somebody do a double curl route. I said, I ain't even seen no double curl route before.
Wrong yourself, my boy. Do not Ed Ogeron yourself. Do not let, because I know Austin can get to talking to you good. I know it's going to treat you well. Do not get up there on Lake Travis and forget that you are the head football coach of the University of Texas, and that is your primary job and responsibility. Stay focused. Stay focused.
He's focused. He ain't got nothing else to focus on. I'm telling you, I saw a receiver do a double curl. He went up, curled, kept going, and then curled back again. I said, boy, he ain't got nothing to do but just try stuff. He's just trying stuff at this point. And then you got Arch Manning, who out there running fast as Tyreek Hill.
Nothing to do neither. Then he got on that boat and started dropping them off in the bayou.
Took that shirt off. Was out there getting sunburned and nope. We'll keep moving. Yeah. I'm going Texas here.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
I'm going Texas here. Stay focused. Going Texas here. I think that they fully embrace being number one. And because Oklahoma has I think they got a redshirt freshman quarterback, 5 receivers out. They have a good defense, and Quinn Ewers is a gunslinger, but Texas is just way, way, way too powerful for Oklahoma this year. Next year will be interesting. This year's not going to happen. All right. I call this game, including this receiver that you see, as the next iteration, him and Alabama's receiver, as the next iteration of Julio Jones and A.J. Green. Jeremiah out here at Ohio State is making one-hand catches like he's got 10 fingers on one hand. Like he out here holding off sunning DBs, not even holding them off, sunning DBs. The deep getting pass interfered, getting his helmet ripped off and still making one-handed catches. Chip Kelly out there at Ohio State, Oregon, Philadelphia, wherever he's been. He seems to have figured out that if he just throws the ball to number 4, everything else will work out. Everything.
So I want to know who the person is who's been recruiting wide receivers to Ohio State and to LSU. And don't tell me Ryan Day. It's not Ryan.
No.
It's I need to know who man
when I say it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Because Jeremiah Smith.
Brian Hartline. You remember him?
Yes, I do remember Brian.
That's their when they hired him, he ended up having this run of five-star receivers. There you go.
You're a way better recruiter than you are a football player. No offense, but you got to know your ministry. Your ministry is recruiting, sir. You can go sit in these parents' rooms and talk to their children. But yeah, for me, the Marvin Harrison Jr. right into the Jeremiah Smith, and that we're not even talking about like Olave and Jigba, all those guys. Just these two alone.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, great. But also, I think it's fair not to put them in the same category as these two right here, back to back. This is unbelievable. The kid also being 12 years old is unbelievable. I don't know if you need a new job, but I guess you're with the number 2 team in the country. I just don't think they're the number 2 team in the country.
I don't think their defense is as good as everybody thinks. I do think Caleb Downs is for real. Transfer from Alabama, but they can't. I don't think they'll hold up in the front 7. But man, that offense and the quarterback is sus. He's sus.
I got Oregon in this game, but I want to see Jeremiah Smith flourish. What you got? What you got now? What you got?
Dylan Gabriel in Oregon can out-scheme Ohio State's defense.
100%.
Ohio State has the better athletes across the board at every position, to me. Yeah, about every position. I don't believe in Ryan Day as a coach, but I believe in Jeremiah Smith. I hate Ohio State. I hate Ohio State almost as much as I hate Notre Dame, almost as much as I hate Florida. I do not like them.
No, I don't. They're a strong. They're one tier down. No, I guess you're right. It's relative.
They in the top 5 now. They there.
I just don't like them, but I don't hate them. Like y'all, I hate the University of Georgia. I hate everything about the University of Georgia. I hate their fans. I hate their jerseys. I hate the hedges. I hate the hat. Certain days I hate you. So, damn, I sound like Kendrick. I'm still picking Oregon. I just don't think that Ohio State's quite good enough, and I don't think that Ryan Day. But hey, Dan Lanning hasn't coached like Dan Lanning from last year. I don't know where that guy went. But I'm picking Oregon in this.
He lost when people got to realize it's easier to coach when you have all 5 stars everywhere. He hit the transfer portal. Really, last year was his year to win. Dylan Gabriel ain't it. That's if you really want me to answer your question, Dylan Gabriel ain't never gonna be it. He's good. He's like fat Baker Mayfield. Like it's not gonna happen. And
respectfully, if you're not getting 5 stars at Oregon, that's on you. You have the unlimited field night budget. You have a New Jersey every
budgets
game.
don't matter. Budgets don't matter no more because everybody got a budget. NIL, nobody budget. You can count that out.
But you also have Nike. Like you have like, and not like in the same way that like, okay, Florida has Jordan. You guys have Nike too, but you literally have Nike right there. Like look to your left. There it is, right there. That's everything.
We're gonna talk about it one day. But all I've seen Nike really benefit Oregon from a winning standpoint is the nice uniforms. Like they ain't really made no other.
Every
impact.
one of these kids want to do what? Take that photo with that jersey on for the recruiting trip.
Should have got Jeremiah Smith. I'm going to Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith. I think he's going to win the game for them. I'm a believer. Yes. We can bet it. We can bet it. 6-pack.
All right.
Early.
Yeah, Reggie is taking Ohio State. Boy, this means Ohio State gonna win. That's fine now. I still gonna pick them. Fuck it, we ball.
And then you have Ole Miss and LSU, which is just a 9 versus 13. Nothing too crazy. You got a 2 versus 3, 1 versus 18. Nothing too crazy. 9 versus 13. I'm gonna let you pick. I'll pick first if you want me to, but I'll let you pick first.
You know who I'm picking in this. Know who I'm picking in this.
I am no longer a believer in Ole Miss. It's 2 weeks in a row. They haven't looked great. Lane Kiffin, the Lane Kiffin guy, he is starting to look a little fraudulent when it comes to big games.
He's just a little brother. He's little brother. He's permanent little brother. I don't know how to get him out of little brother status. It looks like he'll probably be there for the rest of his life. And he looks like he'll probably be my next coach. So but for Florida, it'll be a step up. We homeless bums right now. We'll die to be little brother again. We'll die to be 9.
I'm 100% going LSU here in the Bayou.
Oh,
I don't believe Ole Miss has what it takes. Now, this would probably be the game because I picked LSU. This would be the game Ole Miss finally puts it together.
Yep.
But I don't have them winning this game.
This is your...
I lied. I'm taking Ole Miss. LSU doesn't have Harold Perkins Jr. He's out for the year, torn ACL. Ole Miss.
Don't change. Okay. Don't change. Don't change. Nothing over here.
Don't change.
Nothing over here.
Girl, man. I just listened to that Erykah Badu and Andre 3000.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still rocking with LSU. I think they get it
Are we
done.
betting
And yes. Oh, back to back.
Just want to know.
Yeah.
All right. So the reason I put these are the ranked matchups. They have direct playoff implications. Oregon, if they lose, will have a difficult time because they still have to go through the rest of their schedule to get back into the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, Michigan's out of there, so no, they'll be all right. Ohio State, I think if they lose this game, I
throw
think
the ball
they'll be
more
okay.
than 80 yards. You was out of there. You wasted everybody's time talking about. Get out of here, man.
So all these teams, I think are. I think LSU has to win, and I think LSU and Ole Miss is kind of an elimination game, personally. So it's very, very interesting. So the next group of games I called keeping pace. So this is your ranked teams that are all available and have the ability to make the playoff. You got, of course, I put Georgia plays Mississippi State first. They should win that game.
Check. We both picked UGA for that game.
Interesting game. I'm going to go Penn State, USC. Penn State goes to the Coliseum. Appreciate it, Kev.
I can't see it, so.
Oh, it's in the Instagram chat. Wheels up. He's flying to Philly for Mike's birthday. Penn State, USC. I want to pick Penn State. I want to pick James Franklin. I think this is James Franklin's time to save his job, seize the moment. Tomato. But USC has the ability to put up points if they want to, and Penn State can't. And they almost lost to Iowa State. No, Idaho State.
Who you picking?
I want to go with the Blacks, but I can't. I think USC gets it done at home.
Oh, want to bet?
We'll come. Put a pin in that. We'll come back because we got to make it all the way through NFL. We already at 2.
Yellow light. Yellow light. Yellow light.
So you taking Penn State?
Yeah, I'm taking Penn State all the way. James Franklin does enough to make sure that he doesn't get fired. I think that is the good and bad of James Franklin. They're going to beat USC. I think that we should give more credit to how good Caleb Williams was for USC for the last 2 years, because their team is just not as good as advertised. And you got to get some bodies quick. I mean, it was Caleb Williams and, for context, Brendan Rice.
Yeah.
Practice squad Brendan Rice. He had Brendan Rice looking like NFL player Brendan Rice. Hey, he's probably the only reason that Brendan Rice is on a practice squad, to be completely honest. No hate to Brendan Rice, but
USC seems like the team that can't. They're struggling the most with adapting to the Big Ten.
Correct.
That,
and I think
3 yards in a cloud of dust football, that wears on you after the first half.
And I think you have to recruit differently, playing, dealing with different elements, because you're just playing more cold weather and you're playing larger alignment. I think that the way they're going to have to recruit players is going to have to change. But I don't know how. I still don't feel confident that they're going to stay in the Big Ten long term. Either way, I'm taking Penn State in this. I think they get it done.
You don't think? What happens? They go back to the Pac-12?
I think that we're on the precipice of something happening across the board with college football and all of this. I think
too
that
much
they're
money
really,
to be made.
Yes, too much money to be made, and the top 8 really want to submit themselves in that top 8 thing where they can get paid annually. The NCAA, that's a whole different conversation. I don't think that USC is still in the Big Ten in 10 years. I don't.
Feel 10 years. I don't know if there's still an NCAA football at that point. But that's a discussion for another day. I'm taking USC. Absolutely. You're taking Penn State. South Carolina, Alabama. Rough day for the Gamecocks. Rough day for the.
You know when your progress report is fucked up? No, when your sibling progress report fucked up, and you know they gonna get their ass tore up. That's what's gonna happen, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and let y'all know right now. Y'all gonna get whooped. As soon as they get home, they gonna whoop your ass. South Carolina, hey, the best thing y'all can do is support Spencer Rattler as a starter for the New Orleans Saints this weekend. Good luck, Bama.
South Carolina, because they have a good defense. They have a really good defensive line. That freshman defensive end they have is insane. He got to clean up the shooting motions of all of these celebrations that he's gonna keep getting flagged for. But they have a great defensive line.
Yo, I love the children doing that. The strap, all of it. I love it, man. But yeah, they're definitely
South Carolina's D-line. But what I'm saying is that D-line, the worst team you could play when you have a D-line that is that good is Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe being able to run around. Now, you may be able to catch him once or twice. You may sack him 4 or 5 times. But them other times, he going to go for 50. And it's going to be ugly. And South Carolina don't have the offense to keep pace. That Alabama defense going to be out for blood.
As you try to keep contained, he's going to step right up in the pocket and run right past you. In him playing quarterback is a little bit different. Sure, you might get a sack 2 or 3 times. But he, like you said, he's going to break at least 2 or 3 for 30+. And the sack
then he's just going to throw it to Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
He's just going to throw it to Ryan, just streaking down the field like with no problem. So I think Alabama just absolutely destroys South Carolina today. Florida, Tennessee.
I think they have to for Saban's like respect for their own self-respect, this is probably their worst week of practice in a long time.
Yeah, you
And
can't
everything is about like it's not just we lost to Vandy, so we have to stomp somebody out in the club. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to score 100.
150. Speaking of 150, Florida and Tennessee.
100 shots.
Florida at Tennessee.
100 shots.
Yeah, G-Code. Florida is definitely out there to try to erase the Vandy loss. But that stench will never go away. Florida versus Tennessee. Florida quietly has kept his 3-2. Florida has decided to play two quarterbacks, even though DJ Lagway is the better quarterback. Tennessee just got beat by Arkansas by only scoring 14 points. What I noticed about Tennessee, they are really, they're like they're like window shopping. They're really pretty in the window. They score a lot of points on big plays, 80-yard passes, 60-yard passes, screens that go 75. But if you can have to make them drive the field, they can only put up 14 points against Arkansas. Florida does have a decent defense. This rivalry game, I think Billy could save his job by beating Tennessee, as Tennessee is number 8 in the nation.
Man, we got back Eugene Wilson. We've gotten back like 3 or 4 key players.
Billy about to Billy.
I told y'all that Tennessee is not it. They're going to look good, but they're going to trick it off. They are. And I'm picking Florida in this game. I think that this is one that Billy does that makes oh, look at Florida. They're 4-2. We probably hop back into the very bottom of the top 25, and he lives to fight another day before he gets destroyed. I'm picking Florida in this. I think we go in the Rocky Top, set that shit on fire.
Every time we get to Florida, Noah makes an expression of as he's being pulled into. Yeah, it's torture. He's getting tortured. It's wonderful.
Oh, it's awful. I hate my team, but Montreal back, Eugene back, and I can't think of the other receiver who came back. And Tennessee probably has a game plan for these guys because they probably didn't expect them to come back. And Tennessee, while they will play very, very good football, sometimes they trick bag shawty. They're going to trick it off. This is a trick off game.
Tennessee has to win this game. Tennessee has to win this game. They have to win this game. And I would love for Florida to beat them, but I need them to win this game. So I'm picking Tennessee.
My name has been misery all season, and the only thing I'm looking for is company. Y'all join me.
I'm going Tennessee here in a squeaker. Missouri, Massachusetts. That's going to be a ching-ching game. We don't care about that.
Hey, Luther Burden. Turn it up. Turn that thing
Luther,
up.
it's time. This is for you to get into the first round of the draft. This is get me to the first round of the draft.
This gets you into top 15. The 2 receivers in this year are Ted McMillan, who plays for Arizona, and Luther Burden, who plays for Missouri, who will come out in this draft. I don't want y'all to start throwing in Jeremiah and the rest and Brian Williams. But for this draft, Ted McMillan and Luther Burden, top 15.
Yeah.
Book it now.
Ted plays for Arizona, right?
Correct.
Speaking of Arizona, BYU has won me 12 beers this year. 5-0 plays Arizona in Mormon country.
I'm doing a butterfly. What you talking about? Bet it.
In Mormon country.
Arizona. Go ahead, run it up. With the flaming Zach Wilson. You got 14. You the number 14 team. I want the unranked team. Give me Zona.
Zona plays good defense. And if it comes to them Arizona teams,
let's do that conga.
Arizona State just beat Utah yesterday. Last night, I watched the whole game. I'm going BYU. Bet it. We had 18 beers. 18 beers. Bet it.
Arizona, y'all better not make me look stupid.
I'm just gonna have him.
I bet with a lot of conviction on you boys.
The
All
Black
right.
Hunchbacks, Notre Dame, going against Stanford.
Green bean that thing.
Notre Dame should win this game. Notre Dame is actively playing their way out of the playoff. They may go 12-1, whatever they are, and play their way out of the playoff because they're winning by. They're not winning impressively. Even the blowout wins don't look good. This is one of the only years I can see that nobody cares about Notre Dame.
They are not an impressive team. I tried to tell y'all that this is a scam from the Catholic Church. We know that.
Not from the Catholic Church.
That's how else can you explain that you be on NBC every day? How else can you tell me that you preseason ranked top 5, and we haven't seen you win a national championship since what? Joe Montana and Jerome Bettis. It's all a scam. Then the players you try to sell us don't even be good, Brady Quinn. There's nothing real here. It's
Kyle
a
Hamilton.
sham. I don't count him. They weren't trying to sell him. They picked the dude. They picked the wrong people. I picked Kyle Hamilton.
So you taking Stanford or Notre Dame?
Man, I'm taking Notre Dame.
Sneaky. BYU has the Gatorade of angel tears, Mormon tears. That's how they keep winning. I don't know if they have a secondary. I don't know what they got, but they be winning.
BYU quietly has some players. They're
strong.
They're sneakily, and they have players with no egos. You can't have no ego in Utah.
And be Mormon. You can't be Mormon and ego. That ain't unless you're on a TV show.
That is not. We gonna get the hell out of there. Next up, we get.
Nah. You know what? Do you know what they believe? Nah, I got jokes for days.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Tell us what they believe, Reggie. Come on, tell us. Tell us exactly what they believe.
They believe that we natives and that they celestials. That's what they believe.
You care to expound?
Nope. Nah, I'm good. They still got money.
Hey, man, tell us more about your opinions on this.
Oh, man, let's go to the next game. So you taking Notre Dame or Stanford?
Is your Mormon deep dive over?
Yeah, for now. Yeah. I can expound. All right, so you taking Notre Dame or Stanford?
Notre Dame.
Clemson, Wake Forest.
Clemson. We know it.
Clemson should win that game.
Somebody's already picked. Yeah.
All right, the reason I got all these teams, all of these teams that we're talking about, even though the teams obviously should win, they're all either undefeated or only have one loss. So Cal and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is number 22 and they're undefeated and nobody's talking about them at all. Like at all. We don't know anything about Pittsburgh. You couldn't tell me anything about nothing on that team.
That is the best way to make it into the top 12 for nobody to know who the hell you are. Hey, you missed me. I'm still undefeated down here, minding my business. It's the best thing you can do. As soon as you start getting a little bit of notoriety, get your head knocked off.
And y'all talking about Cal. Y'all was talking about Cal earlier, although they should have beat Miami. Cal is a good team. They should have beat Miami. They got overwhelmed by Cam Ward.
They're like the old. I don't want to call them Ole Miss because Ole Miss is like ranked pretty high, but that's how I look at Ole Miss most years. They're a pretty good team with pretty good players who never put it together, but they can cause a problem for you. They can make your day bad.
Cal will be good next year because they got a lot of sophomores unless they transfer. You never know. I can't say that anymore. You can't say
nope. You better talk about today. You don't know what tomorrow may hold. Hey,
Virginia's 4-1, 2-0 in the ACC. If they mess around and win this game, you're a Miami fan, Nessa. What are y'all? What are y'all? Isn't Said a Florida fan? What's happening? Yeah. What's happening? What's going on?
Man, Said is a Florida. Let's leave that alone.
Louisville is 3-2, 1-1.
I speak for I identify as a Florida fan.
Virginia, if they win, will be 3-0 in the ACC and 5-1 going into a matchup with Clemson and or Florida State in the coming weeks.
Oh, no. Those are not the same. A game against Clemson seems to, respectfully, is daunting again at this point. A game against Florida State.
Who they beat?
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Virginia, you think you can walk in there and slap Clemson, you will get slapped for sure.
Yeah, like if you slap Clemson, State, you won't get slapped.
And life is about being the slapper or the slappee. You have to learn where you're gonna be in this.
And who to slap?
I still think that Louisville probably wins this game. Do not ask me to bet. I saw you moving way too fast.
But
hell no!
I'm about to go right back to Penn State, USC. Bet it. You want to tell Louisville? Bet it.
No. My heart says Louisville. My pocket said, "Hey, relax." So I'm leaving Louisville alone. I'm leaving this game alone. My heart says Louisville though.
Okay, so I'm going Virginia here. Syracuse 4-1. North Carolina State 3-2. Syracuse, Fran Brown, former UGA assistant DB coach and assistant defensive coordinator, now head coach, has learned how to play the game when it comes to the transfers. He took all of the players from Georgia that didn't play, brought them to Syracuse, and is now 4-1 along with Ohio State's quarterback. Playing well. Good team to keep your eye on. Hey, Iowa State, 6-0. Number 11 team in the country who does not throw the ball. I said 11. I said 11. 11. The number 11 team in the country. Iowa State.
Tricked us. And you know what they start tricking me? When I picked them to beat Iowa. And ever since then, they never look back. They said, "Oh, you think we chump?" I still think you're a chump. Let's be real here. You ain't played nobody I really care about. So no, you're surely still a chump. You beat North Dakota. You beat Iowa.
Oh, they ain't beat nobody now.
Arkansas
they're 5-0.
State.
Yeah, they you know.
You ain't played nobody. Now the thing is, you won't play nobody.
They in the Big 12, brother.
Yeah.
Pause.
All you got left is Utah, Kansas State. This is probably a lock. This is probably a top 12 lock. Jeez, I hate this.
I think they got to play. They got to play Colorado.
They're gonna play. Right? No. What they got left of ranked teams is Utah on November 23rd and Kansas State on November 30th. So yeah, I think that this is probably a lot. I don't think that they would probably lose both of them. That'd be a rough way to, because you got to think by that point in the season, if they're 11 now, they'd be probably closer to 7-8 because they're gonna beat. I mean, West Virginia beat Utah though.
My bad. I was adjusting the sound. Yeah, West Virginia beat Utah. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. No, Arizona State beat Utah. Utah lost to somebody else last week. I got Iowa State winning this game just because I want to see nothing but chaos. Rob, what's good? I just want to see nothing but chaos. And quietly as kept, I put this as the last game because it leads you to this. Colorado is 4-1, 2-0 in the Big 12. Okay. That's what's it turning on the game right now. Colorado is 4-1, 2-0 in the Big 12. I put this as the Heisman watch because we are seeing stuff that we haven't seen in a long time because football is so specialized. From the age of 5, you are a quarterback or you're a defensive end or you're a wide receiver or you're a tight end or you're an athlete. Like there's no just go out there and play. By the time when we were younger and you played football, you done played every position known to man. By the time you get to middle school, you done played tackle, guard, running back, fullback, wide receiver, DB, linebacker. Sometimes you ain't even got it. They just get everybody on the field. Now you're starting to see Travis Hunter, who is probably the number 1 overall athlete, got to be at least a top 5 cornerback in the nation, got to be a top 10 wide receiver in the nation. And then you also have, I just had his name, Genty, who over here at Boise State, rushing for 2,000 yards. These two games right here are setting up for a monumental clash in a bye game. I think Colorado can win out, and I don't think Nebraska will win out. I think Colorado can win out. Wait, who they play? Yeah.
Drugs.
And then they play, and I think Boise State's going to win
that?
out. No. I'm not betting that they're going to.
Colorado has no chance of winning out.
And will is different.
They have no chance that they're going to beat Kansas State, beat Arizona, beat Utah, and beat Oklahoma State. No way in HE double hockey sticks. And if anybody got any money that says otherwise, I'm interested. And I ain't even talking about betting beers.
Colorado, Kansas State today. Kansas State is number 16 or 18 in the nation. They have a quarterback that's really fast. Now, he can beat Colorado because he can run the ball. He can run the ball way better than he can throw the ball, and he white. And he can run the ball better than he can throw the ball. But Colorado has a chance if they win this game. For one, I don't see how you 2-0 in the Big 12, 4-1, and you unranked. But you got like Syracuse ranked. You got all these other Pittsburgh's undefeated. You have these other 4-1 teams. I think Colorado is definitely. I think they're valued, and I think that they could make a case to beat Kansas State. I'm gonna pick Colorado in this game.
And I'm taking Kansas State. Would you like to bet 6? I would love to bet 6.
You hear it? You hear it? Pour the beer. Pour the beer. Pour the beer.
All right.
You supposed to keep up with the tally. I don't know where we are on the tally of who's up and not.
I got it. I got to go back and look. To Norwood, Kansas State. Do not trick me off. Do not. This is one I would take too hard if you trick me off here. Do not.
The bag of tricks. It's Halloween. You got some bunny rabbit ears. Tricks are for kids, bro. I'm telling you, they about to and don't let Dion win this game and they mess around and be 5-1.
Now I would say he win this one, and whoever called him irrelevant, yeah, you cut their ass.
Fine bomb. Yeah. You fine bomb. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Yeah. They keep calling you irrelevant, bro. And which was a lie. Yeah. But fine bomb, let them get around and make the playoffs.
Kansas State did irrelevant. Yeah, he owes you an apology. He definitely owes you an apology. And then let's be real here. Boise is going to be the absolute hell out of the Rainbow Warriors. It's not going to be good. I don't know if they're in Honolulu, if they're in Waikiki. I don't know if they're in Maui. Wherever it is, enjoy the weather.
Well, what I'm saying, the reason I got this up here, who do you have as your Heisman front runner right now?
Oh, Ashton Genty.
Really?
He averages 10 yards a carry.
Travis Hunter, I think, leads the nation in.
Every time we hand him the ball, it's a first down. That's inhumane.
I think Travis Hunter leads the nation in interceptions.
That's cool. People have done that before. 10 yards per carry.
Not while being the number one receiver on your team, too. Not even Charles Woodson was the number one receiver.
No. Hey, I'm telling you, this
Genty is a senior.
Back, and I think that he's having a fantastic season. In any other year, you're probably right. But the way that this kid is playing the game of football,
I'm telling you now, if Kansas State, if Travis Hunter goes out there and has a big game and they beat Kansas State and become ranked, he is the front runner for Heisman.
He still got, but he also still got some games to play against some guys. So I want to see what it looks like after the Arizona game. That's the game I'm waiting on. That's going to be what I think to be the number one wide receiver in the country against the number one cornerback in the country. After that, I'll be able to, if you do a good job with Tech, then I'll probably step back a little bit. As long as Genty doesn't continue to play on rookie level. If he continues to put out rookie numbers, then yeah, I can't do anything with that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take Travis Hunter right now. He's definitely leading. To me.
Wait, do you want to make a side bet like right now of?
I think they're the only two, right? There's nobody else that's really even close.
It's some other people who are close.
Who?
That's why we go to Heisman Watch.
Got to be Quinn Ewers.
Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter, Jeremiah Smith. They probably wouldn't give it to him. Just him. I mean, I don't know.
They're not gonna give it to Travis Hunter. No, I ain't gonna bet because I don't believe they'll give it to Travis Hunter just out of spite.
And Cam Ward still got.
Oh yeah, Cam Ward. I forgot about it. They got to buy this week. Yeah, Cam Ward. All right, we'll hold off on that.
And you got to think that it like and Jalen Milroe, even losing to Vandy, his numbers are going to be crazy. And they love a quarterback. Like, there's a quarterback bias.
I can guarantee you ain't no quarterback in the history of the Heisman ever lost to Vandy. Ain't nobody lost to Vandy in the modern football and won the Heisman. Not nobody. Not nobody.
So
I don't even got to look that up.
You?
Yes.
Well, what? That's a different conversation for a different day. I'm going to leave that alone. Because he played good. He couldn't play defense. I mean, he probably could have played defense, but they put up 30-something points. If you let Vandy score 30 points on you, it ain't the quarterback fault.
It's everybody's fault. All y'all lost to Vandy. All y'all. You threw a pick six.
You get on the.
You got stopped on fourth down. No. Now.
You mean things that quarterbacks do every game?
Yep, but not against Vandy. Not against Vandy, dog.
And just that quick, Milroe gets flushed by Kennard from USC. Let's pick these MEAC games. This is going to be quick because y'all know it's us versus them.
Blacks.
Sacred Heart versus Howard. Towson versus Norfolk State. Norfolk. Lincoln versus Savannah State. Virginia Lynchburg versus North Carolina Central. Delaware State versus Robert Morris. Delaware
Prayers.
State. Merrimack versus Morgan. You know who we are, how Reggie told y'all we roll with the Blacks, and it's us versus them on to the SWAC.
Now, all the Blacks playing each other in the SWAC. Shout out to, before we start, Arkansas Pine Bluff got their first SWAC victory of the season, upsetting Prairie View A&M and Bubba McDowell. I think it's their first SWAC win in 2 years. Shout out to UAPB. I do want to ask, there was a super fan from Prairie View that had SWAC Champions 2024 shirts printed up. What impoverished country are you going to send those to? Because y'all are toast. It is over with for Prairie View. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a great rest of the season. Just enjoy. Cookout is gumbo season now. Neckbone season. Y'all can go ahead and do whatever you need to do out there, but you're not going to the SWAC championship. It is what it is. It is what it is. Talking to me. Alcorn State and Grambling. Interesting game. I think Grambling at home should beat Alcorn State. Grambling is 0-1 in their division of the SWAC. Remember, ESPN don't be getting it right. So they have them as 0-1 in the SWAC, but they're actually 1-1 in the SWAC. But in their division, they're 0-1. I think Grambling right now has hit their stride offensively, and I don't think Alcorn can keep up.
Correctamundo. You know who I'm going with. Miles Crawley strikes again. Grambling gets the win.
Southern Texas Southern. The Civil War, as they call it, between the bands. Brian Simmons, Southern University graduate, longtime assistant band director. They thought he was going to be the band director. Then you bring it to the field. You got Southern versus Texas Southern. I want Southern to win, but if that freshman quarterback Toussaint is out, Texas Southern's gone. Their defense is too good. And whoever they play at quarterback is awful. Southern talking about playing 3 quarterbacks. We already said if you got 2, it's 0. They talking about playing 3.
If you're playing 3, you got a negative. You're at a deficit.
It's called infinity. You know, you put something over a zero, that's called infinity.
That boy then moved into integers on a Saturday morning live. Lord, we are going.
But I'm taking Southern here, but I know Texas Southern probably gonna win this game if they play.
TSU wins this one.
Mississippi Valley State, Alabama State's gonna cook.
Whoop they ass.
Alabama A&M quietly is going to be around at the end of the season for the SWAC East. So Alabama A&M's gonna cook Bethune-Cookman. I don't even gotta ask no one. I know what we get on our nose. It's 0-5 and 0-5 versus anybody. You don't take 0-5.
Nope. Today is not your slump buster.
And Bethune-Cookman lost to Clark. CIAA. Fayetteville. So CIAA is interesting. You have 4 teams at 2-1, and they all play each other in the CIAA. You have Fayetteville State and Livingstone, all 2-1. Shaw and Winston-Salem State, both 2-1. They all play each other. The CIAA, if y'all not watching, and it's gonna be some of them are gonna be on TV. You should be able to stream it. It's really good football. Really, really good football. Winston-Salem, strong. Fayetteville State, strong. I did not expect Livingstone to be 4-2 and 2-1. They got shellacked. Who you got? Right. Fayetteville State versus Livingstone.
Fayetteville State.
Same.
Shaw and Winston-Salem State is actually that would be a classic do not bet for me. These are 2 evenly matched teams. I think they both have good parts and bad parts. And I mean, I probably give it to Winston-Salem just because you're at home, but that's it. That's all I got.
Winston-Salem has a good defense. Shaw put up like 40-something points. I'm going to take Shaw here in the upset. I guess it's an upset? In the upset.
No.
I think this is a low-key, like a semi-rivalry game. It's not Shaw, Johnson C. Smith, but it's a semi-rivalry game. Then you ourselves here, you know I'm rolling with the Trojans.
Yeah.
They do. Now, in the Struggle Bowl, Bluefield versus Lincoln.
Nope. Not even picking that. Pick yourselves. Love yourself. First of all, at 1 o'clock, nobody will be watching this game. Respectfully. No.
Not in Pennsylvania. That's 12 o'clock. No, sir. Elizabeth City and Virginia Union.
Another. I'm picking Union, but
Union has a stat. They are back. They're establishing themselves as they're going to be the dominant team. Let's go to SIAC. Benedict versus Kentucky State. Benedict quietly 2-1 in SIAC.
Benedict.
Let's go Tigers. Clark Atlanta, the Panthers, Central State 4-1, 3-1 in the SIAC, and the only reason the game they lost, I believe, was to Albany State. Clark Atlanta probably will win the SIAC. Shout out to hiring the right person to bring in your people in the portal.
That's Terrence Mathis, right?
No, Morehouse.
That's right.
He came for Allen. Allen, Fort Valley, 1-4, 0-3 in the SIAC. Life comes at you fast. Fort Valley's gonna win this one. It's unfortunate. Y'all remember in the preseason show, we picked. I think I picked Miles to win the SIAC. Albany State 3-0. Miles 3-0. Playing for control of the SIAC because they're gonna have to go play Clark soon.
This is one you want to go to.
Yes,
you know,
down the street too.
Yeah,
I'm rolling with Miles, dog. I picked Miles. I'm gonna stay with Miles.
I think so too.
Tuskegee Lane. Tuskegee is 2-1 quietly. I got Tuskegee winning this one to put some pressure on everybody else.
Lane don't have it. Lane doesn't have it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be 6 out of the 9 teams will be probably 3-1 or 3 or 4-0 at the end of this. At the end of this week, y'all need to. If y'all don't have hands, go watch CIAA and SIAC. I'm telling y'all, it's good football every week, and every week something could change in the standings. It's great football. Yeah. All right, let's get to the NFL real quick. Early games. D game. Texans, Patriots.
Come on now.
Texans.
Now. Okay.
No Nico.
So I'm gonna give you.
No Nico.
I'm gonna give you. I don't care about that. No Nico. You still got Tank. You still got Diggs. You could play Mechie. There are so many different iterations of a wide receiver room that's better than the Patriots. The Texans are better. Now, the interesting thing that you want to watch about this game is Jacoby Brissett was benched. They are going with Drake May. The Drake May era starts today. I don't think there's a worse place for it to start. I don't want to come
the worst.
I don't want Will Anderson chasing me as my first start. Texans win, and I assume they win. Let's say 21-7.
I got 24-10. Yeah, the Texans lead the league in quarterback pressures. I think Drake May is going to make one really, really good throw that's going to get him somewhere. I'm interested to see the Diggs versus Gonzalez matchup. But I think the Texans should win this game, and they should win it handily. Game of the day for me. Didn't think I was going to say this at the beginning of the season. Can't believe I'm saying this 5 weeks into the season for week 6. Game of the day. Commanders-Ravens. Where the Commanders, I don't even call them Commandos anymore, y'all. I just say Commanders. The Commanders are 4-1, and they play the Ravens, who are 3-2. In Baltimore, but it's basically a home and home because DC and Baltimore are so close. I'm interested in your thoughts on this one.
Oh, this is easy. Ravens win.
Why? Derrick Henry?
The defense and Derrick Henry. This Jaden Daniels, I think you're very good. I think you're a good quarterback, but playing this defense sucks.
No. They secondary is not good. It's Kyle Hamilton and the Pips. Marlon, what's his name, looks like he about to get traded day one of the offseason.
I'm very confident in taking the Ravens on this. If you want a 6-pack, I'd be more than happy to make that come to fruition for you. I do like the Commanders. Don't take this as a slight. I just don't think that this is a game that they win.
The Commanders have a better front four. The Ravens have better linebackers. The Commanders have better DBs and wide receivers. The Ravens have a better running back.
Wait, the receiver groups both suck. Now, let's be real here. Bad and worse.
No, I think Terry McLaurin is the best receiver on the field.
That's a low bar.
To you. You called him Donovan Mitchell, and then Donovan Mitchell scored 70 points. So, I mean...
Yeah, he's definitely not Donovan Mitchell.
You said that. That was your words.
He's Mitchell Robinson now.
No, he ain't. Who was his quarterback his whole career?
Man, y'all not tricking me into believing in Terry McLaurin. He's not like he would be a top tier wide receiver too. That's what I think about Terry McLaurin. Bottom tier wide receiver 1, top tier wide receiver 2.
I think Lamar Jackson is in his bag. I think that's the only. I think he leads a game-winning drive to beat the Commanders.
There we go. Who you picking?
I said Ravens.
Who you picking? Oh, okay. All right.
Lamar Jackson leads a game-winning drive. I think the Commanders lose a heartbreaker. I think the Commanders probably control this game, to be honest. Bucks Saints in a game that I need everybody to lose. I picked both of y'all to lose. I picked the Saints to get hurt. Although Spencer Rattler probably is about to take Derek Carr's job today, I can see that happening. The Bucks. This is actually going to be a really good game. To be quite honest, it's going to be a really good game.
NFC South didn't suck like y'all thought, minus the Panthers. That we would like to send to the NCAA for, I guess, Texas. Yeah, put Texas in the NFC South and put the Panthers in the SEC.
I'm picking the Buccaneers here just because I cannot pick the Saints. I want chaos, pain, and strife for New Orleans forever.
See, what Reggie doesn't understand is we need the Saints to win so that the Bucks can lose. That creates more space in the NFC South. So I'm rocking with Spencer Rattler. I'm rocking with my own personal interest, and I'm going with the Saints.
Fuck them. Cardinals, Packers. Interesting game. Why is this interesting? It seems like Kyler Murray, who has signed an NIL deal with Call of Duty and gave the middle fingers to Chris as he said it, as he signed the deal, has got a weight off his back, and he's figured out how to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. They know how to play defense, and they run really, really fast. But the Packers, I am going to always be a fan of Matt LaFleur. And that's why I will always hate the Commanders head coach. What's his name that we don't like? Dan Quinn. Always will not like Dan Quinn because you hired Steve Sarkisian instead of hiring Matt LaFleur as the offensive coordinator after Shanahan got the job with San Francisco after we got beaten in the Super Bowl. I will never forgive you for that. So I'm going Packers here. Packers will beat the Cardinals.
I'm going Packers too. I would never pick the Cardinals to do anything. I don't care about Call of Duty, and no, I still don't trust you. Gas station sushi.
Colts Titans.
This is
we don't care about the game. It's Will Levis, and what is he going to do this week? Is he going to get punched in the face? Is he going to cry on the sideline? Is he going to jump, try to shovel the ball backwards?
Will Levis getting a bad bill of goods, man. I feel bad for Will Levis. Every day I like Will Levis more because I feel like he gets mistreated. But yeah, and I think that Anthony Richardson probably plays because he's going to be healthy. This is going to be an interesting game to say the least. I guess I'm picking the Colts, but I wouldn't pick this either. Two young quarterbacks still trying to figure themselves out, find their way. I don't trust either of them to give my money.
Anthony Richardson coming back comes the Titans and that defense. I hope he has learned how to slide.
Bro, hey man, yeah, you got to get to a point where I love Anthony Richardson, but I'm also at the cut the shit point too, bro. You gotta get some things together. I also understand you've only played like 15 games since you left high school, so I'm probably a little bit ahead of myself.
No. Don't use that point now. That was my point earlier when I said he wasn't going to be that great. Don't use that point now.
I'm still rocking with Anthony Richardson.
Browns, Eagles. Y'all better win this game.
The Eagles, the Browns.
Can't lose this game, bro.
There are two teams that have already been destroyed for many moons in the future. And it is the Cleveland Browns with a $172 million cap hit for Deshaun Watson, and the Jaguars after they signed Trevor Lawrence to that deal where they can't get out for like 5 more years. You did it to yourself, though. In both cases, I don't feel bad for you. I'm picking the Eagles in this game. This is a slump buster, and I feel like A.J. Brown is back, if I remember correctly.
And what's his name? And Devontae Smith. Since the Jaguars are terrible, you picking the Bears over the Jaguars?
Absolutely. This is a great chance for Caleb to play a team that he's better than, a quarterback that he's better than, and get a W.
Do not bet for me. I'll pick the Jaguars, but I don't care. I really have no reason to pick. I'm picking them to beat the Bears because if there's a tie for some type of wild card in the NFC, I need the Bears to lose. That's the only reason I'm picking this game. Only reason. Late games.
The black quarterback, that's crazy.
Falcons, Panthers.
Boy,
I had something to say, but
go ahead.
No. I ain't gonna. Nope. I've incriminated myself too much on this podcast today. Out.
Zach Robinson, Kirk Cousins, Raheem Morris. The vibes currently are immaculate. The most vibey it's been since probably that time we went to the Super Bowl, to be completely honest. What y'all better not do is lose to the fucking Panthers. There ain't no chance. It don't need to be close. This is your opportunity to play the worst team possibly in football in the last 5 to 10 years and to get your confidence through the roof. This is one where the offense should score a lot of points. The defense should fly around, and this should give us the confidence to be a better team for the rest of the season. Hey, don't put Kirk in no type of pistol. Put him under the center. Let Tyler do what he's supposed to do. Let Bijan be the accoutrement that he's supposed to be. Do not trick this off. You just got our hopes up. You just got our confidence up. Do not play with me. Don't play with my family. Don't play with the city. Do what needs to be done.
And one thing the Panthers can do is run the ball. The one thing the Falcons have had a trouble with this year is stopping the run. This should be the game where we get our run defense in check. This is the game where we figured out how to be able to stop the run over and over again. I got the Falcons winning this. Of course we do. Kirk,
is Brian
don't
Burns
trick this
playing? Is Brian Burns playing? As long as Brian Burns is not going to walk out in the Panthers uniform, y'all better not lose.
So we both picked the Falcons here.
Last time I checked.
No, we're not getting no look at Penix. Nah, Russ, we're not getting no look at Penix. Penix will not play this year.
No. Oh, hell no.
It's not going to happen.
No.
We don't need a quarterback controversy.
Relax. It ain't even about a controversy. You're not like, I know that we saw the 509-yard passing game from Kirk Cousins, and now everybody's suddenly enamored with us. We're a top 10 team. Relax now. It's the same dude who gave us 150 yards on game one. So we've had exactly what I would consider one really good game, one really bad game, and then two mediocre games. 3 mediocre games.
Yeah, I was waiting on you to do the math.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Carry the 1 all over 2A. Yeah, we haven't played good but one time. The rest of the games, we just kind of got it done.
And we shouldn't be throwing the ball 58 times, Zach Robinson. You shouldn't be throwing the ball. I like 509 yards and 4 touchdowns and blah. Looks cute. Looks good on the stat sheet. We're not throwing the ball 58 goddamn times, bro. We got Tyler Algier out there averaging 6 yards a rush.
And I can't tell you how much that pisses me off. I love Bijan Robinson, but I told y'all day one, Tyler Algier should be RB1. Reggie, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you said it.
And all I'm asking for is the balance. I'm not saying don't bury Bijan like you buried Tyler Algier, especially in the first couple of games. No, there just should be some balance between the two of them. And let Tyler do the majority of the running, but put him on the field at the same time. I don't understand why there's like a thing where we can't play all of our best players at the same fucking time. That we're not that good. We're not that good.
So we're not
good enough to be holding nobody back. That pisses me off.
Let's get back because it's 12:52. Lions Cowboys in the game of the week. I think the Cowboys get just about everybody back. Not everybody. They get a lot of players back. They did save their season. Yes, I'm saying that they saved their season last week. If they beat the Lions quietly need to win this game to keep pace with the Vikings and the Packers. Who knew the NFC North was going to be one of the better, if not the best division in football? I'm going to go Lions here just because the Cowboys don't have a running game. Only reason I'm going Lions.
I'm going Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah. Like, there are certain things I think that Jerry just is like, we're not doing that, and I think losing to the Lions.
We are not losing to the Lions. You betting that?
Hey. No. Yes.
All right. Bet. Steelers, Raiders. Raiders mad because they don't have Justin Fields or Michael Penix. Steelers trying to figure out a way to get rid of Russell Wilson. This is going to be a boo-boo game. Devontae Adams don't want to be there. This is just a whole lot of mess. Chargers, Broncos. Whole lot of mess. Broncos are 3-2. Who saw that? Well, the defense. The defense is really, really good. Patrick Surtain Jr. or the second. I forgot which one he is. He looks like he's going to be really, really nice out there in Denver. I think he has 2 pick sixes this year. Yep. So they're good. Bengals, Giants.
Wait. who you got in that game? Who you got in that game?
I don't give a fuck. I'm not. I don't know. I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I'm gonna pick the Broncos because of defense. Broncos because of defense. No, I'm not betting it. I have no reason to bet that game. Giants, no Malik Neighbors. Bengals should win this game. You have to win this game.
What?
Have to win this game. Bengals, you have to win this game. Otherwise, send us something from the recycling bin because you're not going to keep nobody there but blonde-haired Joe. That's the only one that's going to be there because you don't want to pay Jamar. You don't want to pay T. Higgins. Hendrickson is big pissed off. You don't have another receiver after them two. Listen, give us something. Give us Higgins. We can't pay Jamar. We'll take Henderson. Yeah. Somebody, y'all better figure. Y'all cannot lose this game. I'm picking you, Cincinnati. Y'all cannot lose this game. You can't.
Bengals. Yeah, this is must win. Yeah, you can't go to 1-5 and you can't lose to the Bengals. It's a double negative, which means it's a positive. But good luck picking the Bengals. And then finally, Bills versus Jets.
I'm excited because of all of the chaos surrounding the man in the dark. The Bills and Josh Allen, who has been playing lights out. He just has really no help on offense.
Oh, no. Didn't he stink it up the last one?
No. The offense was just bad. No. Against the Ravens? No. He actually made like 5. It was like Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. He was making throws like that.
No. Last game he played was against the Texans. 9 of 30 for 131 yards and 1 touchdown.
Texas. Yeah. Didn't they win that game?
Because everybody was like, "Oh, Josh Allen for man, no." Then the one before that, 16 to 29 for 180 yards.
Yeah, that was against the Ravens. That was. But he's also had. I think his receivers lead the league in drops. Like he's had more drops that I've seen, and I am no Josh Allen fan, but he's had more drops and letdowns this year than almost anybody. We're going to talk about it Monday, but somebody in the Splashcast versus the world, somebody in the Splashcast group brought up a good point that I'm going to bring up on Monday, and it looks like that they may have been the reason that Robert Saleh was actually fired. Out of nowhere. Unbeknownst to the team, to the general managers, to nobody.
The best thing to happen to Robert Saleh was get fired. You can get away from this. This is going to continue to stink. The best thing that you can do when it stinks like that is get away from it early. Don't
take a shower, get paid $20,000 a day until the contract runs out.
And at least for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I spend that $20K every day. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to go get a slightly used Nissan Altima? Who want one? I got it today.
I'll just drive past the heck. Oh man!
That's how I want my money.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end. Oh, what I missed? Is it?
I thought we had one. We won. Oh, Colorado, Kansas State. We bet that.
Yeah.
Or did we put a pin in that one? Do you want that one?
Yeah.
Colorado, K-State.
Mm-hmm. That way, I don't have to bet Penn State, USC.
That was the other one. All right. So what do we have here? We have Ohio State versus Oregon. Norwood taking Oregon. Reggie taking Ohio State. Ole Miss versus LSU. Norwood taking LSU. Reggie taking Ole Miss. Arizona. All right. Let's dance
Ladies and
in the pale
gentlemen,
moonlight.
We are done. I told y'all I've been on the road for 17 days straight. I'm about to sit on the couch and not move for the rest of the day. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all Monday for Monday Night Raw. I'll probably do a little Falcons preview here this afternoon. Other than that, peace, love. Norwood, did we miss anything? If not, take us out.
We never miss anything. Once again, happy to have Reggie back. Happy to have an excellent slate of football games that have already started. Outside of that, like you said, y'all be safe. Adios, mi amigos. We want to still continue to send thoughts and prayers to people who were affected by Hurricane